Next, we're going to be looking at adding and subtracting polynomials, which is essentially just combining like terms. For adding, the first thing you're going to do is essentially just ignore the parentheses. When you go to add the like terms, remember that you keep the variable part the same and you add the coefficients. So in this example, x squared plus 3x plus 1 plus 4x squared plus 5, first you would ignore the parentheses, and then you would start looking for like terms. Now we work from highest degree to lowest degree, so the highest degree here is a 2, and we have a 1x squared and a 4x squared, which when we add those together we get a 5x squared. Then you move to the next highest degree, which would be a 1. We have a 3x to the first power, and we do not have another term that has a first power. So there's nothing to combine it with, it just remains the same. The next degree would be degree 0. That would be a term that has 0 x's in it, so the 1 and the 5, which when we combine those we get 6. Next we'll look at subtracting. When you subtract, there's one extra step at the beginning. You can't just drop the parentheses. You're going to distribute the negative across the second set of parentheses and then drop the parentheses on the first one. After that, it works exactly like the last problem. So let's say we have 3x squared plus 2x plus 7 minus the quantity x squared plus x plus 4. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to distribute the negative sign, which is just essentially taking the opposite of all of the terms in the second set of parentheses. So the first set of parentheses is going to remain the same. We'll just drop the grouping symbol. And then all of those terms are positive. If we distribute a negative to them, they're all going to become negative. From here, it's a lot like the last question, where now we're going to start looking for like terms. So the highest degree is 2. We've got a 3x squared and a negative 1x squared, which when we add those, we get 2x squared. And then the next highest degree is 1. We've got 2x to the first, and we've got negative 1x to the first. So we put those together. 2 plus negative 1, we get 1x to the first, and usually we don't write the 1's. And then last we'd have things that are degree 0. We've got the 7 and the negative 4, which when we add those we get 3. So this is the solution to our subtraction problem.